own. Ouija moves, dancing in the end zone. Crush crew, all we do is get dubs. Hate to lose, we can do this all day. No snooze, only get it poppin' if you saying that you poppin', dawg. Never will I lose to a dude, just won't happen, y'all. Call a deep pass, watch flash, what you crying for? Gonna pass a six, better yet, put them up quick. Hear them hating from the side. Twitch watch, I guess you say it's about time. TikTok, FNG, where we at? On top. Other leagues can't win. Flip flop. I wanna be a champion. Raised in the jungle. All my life,
What's going on, FNG? Let me get my boys back in here. Get y'all off of mute.
There we go.
What's going on, FNG? Welcome to another podcast show of FNG Madden 20 video game league, whatever you want to call it.
Madden football league. Woo!
Madden football, yeah.
You still stunned from this morning's loss too, huh?
I'm not gonna go there. Once again, welcome. On the show tonight, we have Triple OG / Triple OG Tony Tranks. How you doing, sir?
Greetings, everyone.
Yes, sir. All right, and also we have my man 10 grand Tiger with 1,000 controllers. He got to pick one. He's trying to pick the right controller to win with, but
well, with this controller, you always win. When I play Till, I do this one because it's kind of broken, and this is old school.
Yeah, is that a PlayStation 3 up there too?
Yeah, it's PlayStation 3. The 4 is up there. The 360 is up there. So
that's a nice little setup, man. I like it. So, welcome again. Once again, if y'all got any questions, any comments you want to put out there, type it up, and I put it on the screen. All right.
I think this will help.
All right, so
monitor over here. That way, I'm looking at the screen when I'm looking at you guys. Okay.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
Give me the ear.
Right, so, yeah, whatever. All right, so just getting started. Tranks, do you want to go over division leaders?
Sure.
You want to go through that? Let's do that.
Question. What was the week we did last? Was it up to week 3?
We did 1 through 4.
1 through 4 up to week. So this is 5
through 8.
This is 5 to 8. Roger that.
Do you want the current division leaders, or do you want? Are we just rolling back to week 4 or 5?
Current division leaders.
Yep.
Okay. Am I doing it or are you doing it, Tiger?
I can do it. It's up to you.
Oh, you got it. Go ahead.
All right. So the AFC North division leaders, or are we doing the whole division?
The whole division. Just the whole division.
Top division for AFC North is the Browns at 5-2, followed by the Ravens at 4-3. The Bengals are also 4-3, and the Steelers are at coming in 4th of that division at 1-6. And then in the AFC South, we have the Jaguars at 4-3. The Titans coming in behind them at 5-3. We have the Texans coming in at 3-4. And then the Colts are in the 4th place of the division, which is 0-6.
And they're a CPU team, so that's not a surprise.
In the AFC East, we have the Patriots coming in at 6-2. The Bills at 2-4. The Dolphins and Jets are both winless. Dolphins with 7 losses and Jets are at 6 losses. I believe both of those are CP2, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And there's an update. There's an update too. The Bills owner, I think he's going away to the military. So he is stepping away. His team is not, quote unquote, being held for him. Obviously, if he comes back, he'll be looking for the Bills. But Justin Smith will be away on, let's say, sabbatical until he gets back. So the Bills, Dolphins, Jets, and the Broncos are CPU.
Okay.
And the Colts too.
Right. In the AFC West, we have 7-1 Chargers, followed by the 5-2 Chiefs, followed by the 2-4 Raiders, followed by the 0-7 CPU Broncos.
And that's a fresh loss for that division leader right now. They were undefeated maybe a couple hours ago.
We'll get to that. And NFC North, we had the Packers at 6-1, followed by the Bears at 5-2, followed by the Vikings at 4-3, followed by the winless Lions at 0-6.
0-6. Big upheaval in that division so far.
And then we have NFC South. We have the Panthers at 5-1, followed by the Falcons at 4-3, the Saints at 3-4, and then the winless Bucks at 0-7. Kind of surprising.
Yeah, not what I predicted. I'll tell you that. I had the Falcons to take this division still early, but I had the Falcons taking it. The Bucks 0-7.
So, yeah. So NFC East, we have the Eagles. Computer has the Eagles at 5-2, probably because they have the win over the Redskins, who are also 5-2. Cowboys are at 3-4, and then the Giants are coming in at 2-5. And then in the NFC West, the only remaining undefeated team, the 49ers, are 6-0. I believe they had a bye week, so I don't know if that counts. Seahawks 6-1. And followed by the Cardinals, who are 5-2, and then the Rams are 3-4.
Go ahead.
That's the divisions.
That's it.
That's FNG for you.
Is there another division in the NFL?
Yeah, and by the way, Tiger, I don't think the bye week helped me win in any games or lose any games. It just keeps me 1 or 2 games behind. Game behind.
Seeing how many undefeated teams lost this week, I think having a bye week might have helped you. You know.
No, I played this week. I played the Panthers this week.
I'm at last week. Yeah.
Oh, last week.
So
no, I think I played another team last week too.
Oh, okay. Well, no, we're not taking. We're just teasing you. Frankly, since it's a nice segue on that, did you want to go over what we now think the new top 10 is?
Yes, let's do that.
Top 10 rankings.
Top 10.
Well, I think the only undefeated teams has to go up top.
Of course.
You got the 49ers at 6-0. Yes, number 1.
So I had them at number 1. Based on percentage of wins, is how I like to do it. The Chargers are at 7-1. I have them going in the second slot.
You know, me personally, I don't have them ranked number 2. I have them ranked 4. I have the Packers number 2.
Where you put the Seahawks number 3?
I have the Panthers number 3.
Where you put the Seahawks?
Shout out to Joe.
I have the Packers number 3 at 6-1. Panthers at number 2. Packers at number 2, 6-1. Panthers at number 3, 5-1. I played the Panthers this week. That's got to be one of the games of the week. I have the Chargers at 7-1 at number 4, and I have the Seahawks at number 5, 6-1.
Yeah, I'm gonna disagree wholeheartedly with that, and I'm gonna tell you why. First, I think there's no argument.
Do you want to hear why I have them?
Yeah, let me first say this.
Okay.
We agreed the Niners number 1 because they're the only undefeated team.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Now, the Niners play.
Unfortunately, shut up.
The Panthers and the Niners play this week, and
okay,
I'm putting because of that.
You're predicting off of a game that has not been played yet?
No, I'm predicting on strength of schedule and strength of quality of player, and I'm saying the Panthers cannot be ranked above the reigning defending champion.
You know why they can't?
And
the Panthers,
in my opinion,
the Panthers are on a 3-game win streak. The Seahawks are on a 1-game win streak.
Against who did they lose to?
It doesn't matter who they lost to.
He lost to a team that had 2 losses.
He can't control his schedule.
Who did the Seahawks lose to?
Who has more momentum right now?
Well, when you put his foot, never mind.
Listen, you keep talking.
A rabbit has a lot of momentum until it hits that car, but the elephant that hits the car is still going to do more damage.
No, look, we're talking about right now.
Until I actually win.
But here's the thing: he's ranking 4 one-loss teams, right? 4 one-loss teams, and he's ranking the 1 higher than the other 3.
Wait. So, Tony, why are you ranking the Panthers above the Chargers?
Above the Chargers? The Chargers literally
I'm sorry, not the Chargers. I'm sorry, not the Chargers.
No, he's ranked. Yeah, you're right. He ranked them above the Chargers and the Seahawks.
I'm talking about the Seahawks.
Yes.
So
the Seahawks.
Now, talking about if I look at the Chargers just alone, and that's what I did earlier. I was like, man, they're undefeated. Let me see who they played.
Nobody.
Right. So that's why they're undefeated.
All
So
right, I'm not saying nobody. They beat the
them
Texans. There are a couple teams where they got to be able to represent.
But to put them above the Seahawks, that don't add up because the Seahawks played some heavy hitters already and just have one loss against.
And mind you, the Chargers have more wins.
You guys are asking me two different questions.
Right, but the Chargers have more wins than the Panthers.
Both are asking me two different questions.
Go ahead.
I rank the Chargers above the Seahawks because they literally just lost. They were undefeated. If we had done this show a couple hours earlier, or they played the game a couple hours later, they would be the number 2 ranked team. Just saying.
I get that, but let me ask you this question: the Chargers have 2 more wins than the Panthers. Even with the same number of losses, they have 2 more wins. That means 2 other chances for the Panthers to lose before
the Panthers play this week.
I got that, but they have 2 more wins.
That's because either of a bye week and they play this week. That's not to me. That's not enough. To me, there's right now the Panthers have more momentum. Now this could change after they play me. If they lose, obviously they're not going to be in a position. But right now, because these rankings are as of, because if let's say 3 people play their games, the records aren't going to be equal. These things are as of where people are right now. It has nothing to do with.
We're gonna write this down just so that you have your thing, and we're gonna vote on it because we know that Niners are 1. That's easy. 1 is I'm the only other defeated team. We're doing top 10. Right?
And I feel like number 2 should be Seahawks.
With the 1-game win streak.
Okay.
Over
the win streak. They lost.
49ers number 1. We agree on that.
Wait. Tell me. But the Seahawks just played a good owner too. They just played the Ravens, and single-handedly, I think he destroyed them. Did he?
Yeah. So I'm gonna agree with Dill.
4-3 team.
So as a vote, we're gonna say 2. I'm choosing the Seahawks. Dill, you saying Seahawks?
Seahawks.
So that's 2-1.
2-1. There you go.
You're ranking them over teams that have not won in the last 5 games and the last 3 games.
We're talking about
power rankings
teams that could be in that spot.
I understand.
Those 4 1-loss teams, and the other ones are Packers and Chargers. I put the Seahawks there, and I think we have Packers and Chargers. So what do you agree with? The Chargers have 1 win.
You said Panthers too. They got 1 win.
Oh yeah, sorry. Panthers. I'm sorry. Panthers.
I have both the Patriots and the Packers. No, not Packers. I both have the Packers and the Panthers. I have both the Packers and the Panthers ranked above
the
Chargers and the Seahawks.
So who do you have for the third? Between the 3 remaining 1-loss teams are the Chargers, the Panthers, and the Packers.
I put the Packers number 3. Panthers number 4.
I agree with the Packers number 3. So let's put the Packers number 3 because he said the Packers number 3 too.
Yep.
And then you have Panthers.
I had the Packers number 2 and Panthers number 3.
Well, I'm saying I meant you had.
We got them at 3. We still got them
right.
So
down 1.
So then so Packers are 3. Now you're saying the Panthers above the Chargers. You're saying Jedi.
I have them above both of them. They are all on one streak.
We're at 4, so we have 2 teams left.
Mm-hmm. I have the Packers above both the Chargers and Panthers above the Chargers.
You're Panthers. What do you think, Bill?
You got to give credit for people who aren't losing. That's what I try to do.
They had the same number of losses.
They still got the same number of losses. We're just looking at power rankings. We're looking at the strength of schedule. We're looking at who they're playing.
I'm vote it out.
But based on that comment you just made, you give credit for people not losing. If they both had the same number of wins or losses, and the Chargers have not lost 2 more times, you got to give them weight.
What are you talking about?
If the Chargers played 8 games and the Panthers played 6, the Chargers didn't lose 2 more times than the Panthers.
Right now, they only have 1 loss.
Right, and so do the Chargers.
Correct.
If the percentage of winning,
one is on a win streak, one's not.
Forget the win streak though. My thing is just strength of schedule. It's a power ranking. My thing is,
I'm picking the Chargers over. I'm sorry.
The Chargers.
Charger over who?
Strength of schedule?
No.
Weight. I'm choosing the Chargers over the Panthers. What are you guys voting?
No, I don't have that. I have them below. We have the Packers, Panthers, Chargers.
So you're picking Panthers, Chargers, and he's picking Panthers, Chargers?
Correct.
All right, then it's Panthers, Chargers. I picked Chargers, Panthers.
All right.
So really the major difference in my ranking so far is You guys are cool with my rankings. You just believe the Seahawks are better than the Chargers. The Chargers,
Right.
Packers, Panthers, and those are the 3 teams you think they're better.
Right.
I have them at 5, but you have them at 2.
Our top 5 right now, because going through the 1-loss teams, is Niners, Seahawks, Packers, Panthers, Chargers. That's what we have as majority. I disagree with the last 2. You guys voted out it. You disagree where the Seahawks.
The first one, yeah,
exactly. Now, the next is the 2-loss teams, and the 2-loss teams we have Cardinals, Eagles, Chiefs, Redskins, Browns.
Well, I have the whole list. The whole list. You guys will just want to make it off the list I have, and you guys vote.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yep. I currently have the next team I have at numbers. We're at number 6, right? That's where we're at. Number 6, right?
You're at number 6. We have 5.
I have the chart. I have the Cardinals at number 6 at 5 and 2.
The Cardinals being who?
The Cardinals.
That's Reggie.
Yeah, you have Reggie over Dill.
Yeah.
Dill's also a 5 and 2 team. The 5 and 2 teams. That's why I was going through all the 5 and 2 teams in case someone was missing.
I know who's 5 and 2. I just did this list. I know who's 5 and 2.
Did Reggie beat the Bears?
I don't think they've played.
So they haven't beat the Bears, but the Bears just beat the undefeated team.
I got you. I'll look it up right now.
Are you pulling up the?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the Bears on a 4-game streak and they just beat the second to last undefeated team, right?
So Reggie lost to the Seahawks and he lost to the Bengals.
Right.
And the Bears have 2 losses. Who they lose to?
Bears lost to.
Because I know they're on a 4-game.
They lost to the Packers and the Redskins.
Right, and they're on a 4-game win streak, and they just put they foot into the undefeated team's booty.
They beat the Chargers 42-14.
Oh, we're where that.
Yeah, I'm.
I have the Bears 7.
Okay,
I have the Bears 7. I have the Bears 7.
Wait a minute, Tiger. Wait a minute. Let me hear what Tony.
No, we're still doing 6. He has the Cardinals at 6. I'm putting the Bears at 6. Who do you have at 6, Dill?
I have. Let me give you. I have the Cardinals, Bears, Browns. Those are the next 3. 6, 7, 8.
Right,
Cardinals, Bears, Browns.
We're 6, buddy. We're 6.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah,
wait,
6, 7, 8. Cardinals, Bears, Browns. Those are the next 3 picks for me.
So
the next
are
3.
You picking the Cardinals or Bears at 6? I'm picking the Bears.
Cardinals, Bears, Browns. 6, 7, 8.
I'm talking to Dill because you said the Cardinals. I said the Bears.
No. I just like what Tony just said.
Cardinals, Bears, Browns.
So you agreeing the Cardinals above the Bears?
Yeah, he said Cardinals 6, Bears 7, Browns 8.
Yes.
All right, so then y'all outvoted me. So y'all have Cardinals. I'm writing this down. Bears, Browns.
Who else we got?
And then we have 2 more 2-loss teams between the Chiefs, the Eagles.
There's a whole lot of 2-loss.
That's actually the only people left. The Chiefs, Eagles, and Redskins. That's the only 2-loss teams left.
There's the Eagles. There's the Patriots. There's the Chiefs. There's a lot of 2-loss teams.
I just said them all except for the Patriots. So Patriots, Eagles, Chiefs. That's it, and Redskins. That's only 4 for 2 spots. Patriots,
okay.
Eagles. Redskins.
What do you guys like in the last 2? I can tell you who I have. But
well, I cannot put the Redskins there after they had lost to the Eagles. That's one negative against them.
I had the Eagles and Patriots 9 and 10.
They got pounded by the 49ers.
Eagles and Patriots, the last 2 teams.
Who are the Chiefs?
Chiefs is Dan.
Dan Hall.
Ooh. You said you said Eagles, Chiefs?
Eagles, Patriots. Chiefs are at 11 on mine, even though this is top 10 list. Chiefs are at 11. Just
Eagles,
outside.
Patriots. Who's the Patriots? Did I just play the Patriots?
No.
Yes, you did. You just beat the Patriots.
I played the Patriots. I'm sorry. I cannot do that.
Did you beat them?
I put Eagles, Chiefs.
Who, me?
Did you beat them? No.
No,
I already know you just beat them.
No, I know. I can vote. I'm saying Eagles, Chiefs.
I can vote.
Eagles, Chiefs. That's what I'm saying.
Dill, pull up the Chiefs schedule.
Yep.
Dill, we're really arguing over 10. So do you agree that 9 is the Eagles?
Pull up the Chiefs schedule.
That's fine. You didn't put Chiefs above the Eagles anyway. So
Chiefs. All right. So
9 is the Eagles?
I don't know. They have the Chiefs losing to the Jags and losing to the Ravens. Yeah, that's their 2 losses.
So you Jedi, you said Eagles at 9, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so we're both at 9. So the Eagles definitely 9. So it really comes down to 10. And you're saying
We got the Redskins.
I'm saying Chiefs.
Patriots, Chiefs. Redskins, Patriots, Chiefs. Those are the 3 wins we're talking about.
Right. Well, the Eagles are at 9. So really, I said Chiefs at 10. Dill, and you said Patriots at 10. So, Dill, who are you?
What's the Patriots schedule? Go by the Patriots schedule real quick.
I'm going to
You have it up.
I want Dill to say his opinion.
I have it.
That's what we're basing the stuff off
of,
right?
All right. So, yeah, they really ain't played nobody like that. So they lost to the Redskins. So they beat the whole schedule?
No,
all the losses.
They
lost to the Redskins.
They lost the Redskins, and we think the Redskins are ranked above. That's it.
Redskins and Browns.
Yep.
So, all right. So now, in my opinion, it's number 10 is between the Redskins and Chiefs at this point because the Redskins
just dropped the Patriots out of the thing.
The Redskins beat them head to head.
That's exactly my point. I still put the Chiefs there.
So now it's the Chiefs and Redskins.
I have
Chiefs lost to the 49ers, and they lost to the Eagles, I think.
Right. So you pushed down the Patriots out of your choice of 10 originally. Now because of the head to head. Now who between those two? I picked the Chiefs still. Who do you pick out of those last two?
The Chiefs' 2 losses are, Dill?
I'm sorry. Go back.
Chiefs lost to the Ravens.
And Jags. And the Jags was a sim game. Yep.
They lost to Sim and
the Ravens.
And the Ravens.
And they lost to the Ravens kind of bad. That was 41-19.
So Redskins then.
Redskins lost nearly blank.
Redskins lost to the number 1 team and lost to the number 9 team. The Chiefs lost to a non-ranked team.
Sim.
And they lost to 2 non-ranked teams.
One was a Sim. We can't count that.
Their losses are to 2 non-ranked teams.
But
that's what it is.
Sim. It could be
what it is.
One team or last team is the Sim.
It is what it is. Their 2 losses
if
are the only things you were really differentiating.
If you ever give a computer Sims a game, it doesn't mean the loss was worse.
Their losses are the 2 unranked teams. What's his name's losses are the 2 ranked teams. I would rank the Redskins over the Chiefs at 10.
All right.
I guess you're the tie and vote, Mr. Dill. Because you say Chiefs, right?
Yes.
Tiger?
Yeah, I think
Chiefs. No. All right, wait. Who is what number are we doing right now?
10.
What number?
Rank 10. Number 10.
Right now the list is Niners, Seahawks, Packers, Panthers, Chargers.
The Patriots lost.
Bears,
Browns,
Eagles, and then now.
Patriots lost head to head. Patriots lost head to head to the Redskins. They can't be there at 10.
We both said Chiefs.
The Redskins 2 losses. The Redskins 2 losses were the teams in the top 10.
He just said
Chiefs 2 losses. Chiefs 2 losses. The Redskins outside.
He just reading it out. It's cool.
Yeah, he just rereading. He trying to get you to change his mind.
No,
I'm not rereading anything. I didn't read anything. I'm just telling you.
So we both said Chiefs. So our list right now.
Chiefs are number 10.
Yeah.
Chiefs number 10.
Niners, Seahawks, Packers, Panthers, Chargers, Cardinals, Bears, Browns, Eagles, Chiefs.
Wait, number 4. Number 4 was the Panthers.
Yes, sir.
I'm typing it up right now so they can see it on the screen. So, oh, that's what's up. You want to type it up? Who is number 5?
Chargers.
All right. Oh shoot. Number 6.
Cardinals.
Okay.
Bears. The Brown Bears. The Eagles.
Dang it.
And the Chiefs.
All right.
That's top 10.
Wait, who's number 8? I'm sorry. Messed that up.
Brown Bears.
Shut
the
up.
Browns.
Anyone who don't know it's the Bears shouldn't be leading their team.
Number 9.
Eagles.
Eagles
and Chiefs.
Then the Chiefs are 10.
All right.
And the piss off Zay coming at 11, I think is what Jedi said.
Yeah, Zay would be at 11.
I just want to piss Zay off too. Yeah, that,
Don't you play him next week?
I don't know when I play him. I don't think I play him next week. I think I play the Detroit this week. All right. The Lions. All right. So we had done week 4. You said last, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So we're on week 5.
All right. So week 5 games. Let's see what the special games were.
Games of the week. Week 5.
I don't remember what they were.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure what they were.
We just look at them.
Probably 49ers Browns. That probably was game of the week.
Oh yeah, that was definitely game of the week.
Oh yeah, that was, and that went the 49ers way. Actually, Dill, why don't you tell us about what happened in that game?
Yeah, it's a good game. He's definitely, you're playing against somebody that breaks down the game, and you definitely don't know if it's gonna be a run play or pass play. I don't know. Those 2 turnovers I had was crucial.
Yeah.
That hurt.
Were they forced turnovers or were they mistakes?
No, he hit my players, forced fumble.
Oh, they're fumbles. Okay.
Yeah, they're fumbles.
Well, one was a strip, another one was a hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
fumbles are a little bit harder to control, unless they're like receivers, go down type of thing. But Jedi, what's your thought on that game since you were the other component of that?
Well, I know my game plan going into that was to limit the magnificent pass game of the Browns. I'm not gonna say we came in that game scared, but let me tell you, we were focused on stopping that strength of his because Dill, he's a wizard. He reminds me of the greatest show on turf. I always say he
the Rams.
Mid play he breaks down coverages. He puts a lot of stress on defensive coverages to stop his pass game. So we were really focused on limiting Baker Mayfield, running the ball and throwing the ball, mainly throwing the ball, and we held him to under 200 yards passing, which to me was spectacular.
Right.
We really felt good about that day. Even with Jimmy Garoppolo getting knocked out, we still had it got hurt in that game. We still had a pretty good day in the air. Okay day in the air, and we had a pretty good day on the ground. With Coleman's first game back, we were able to give him the ball 21 times, get almost 200 yards rushing just from him. McKinnon had a couple yards rushing too, about almost a little over 40.
Okay. It looked like a tight game, and from a statistical analysis, it looked like you guys were of the mindset like let Beckham do Beckham and just stop like Landry and the other cats from beating you, and it sounded like that's what happened.
Yeah, well, we wanted to limit the Browns. We can't stop them. I mean, when you look at have that much talent, we can't stop them. But we were able to get 3 turnovers and just edge him. That lets you know how good his defense is. His user is incredible. He's one of the best users in the league. So we minimized our turnovers, and I think we only had 1, and we maximized his, and we were able to come away with that win. That's really
he actually had 3. He had 3. You had 2. So you
2 fumbles and a pick. Yeah.
And it looked like you had a little time in possession. Looks like Dill for another consecutive week had a little trouble stopping and running.
Yeah. So definitely after the big one we had, which we'll talk about in a minute, against the Seahawks during my bye week, I actually been in the lab working on my run defense. Mm-hmm. So definitely I got.
You cut it in half from the week before, I believe. So that's good.
Yeah. Yep. So, but a couple of other games that week that stand out. The Rams and Seahawks. The Seahawks beat the Rams 28-0.
Yeah, I watched that game, and it felt like. Let me put it this way: I scrimmaged with the Rams right before he had played the game. Had I known he was going to play the game, I would have told him to stall. And I don't know if it was
not stall, just not play that game.
Reschedule.
Reschedule.
Because
why?
I don't know if it was his daughter, if it was his girl. Like he just wasn't able to engage like normally he engages. Mm-hmm. I think if you saw his game later in a couple weeks later against Jedi, where he was more focused, you see how tight he could play. In that game, if the practice was any indication, when I watched the game, it felt like it was a perfect indication that he just wasn't the Wally we came to know. So I was a little. I thought it was just bad timing. I think he should have played another time because I don't think he was able to. I think he had too much going on, and so it would just take nothing away from Matt because Matt played well. I just think that it wasn't a challenge that game. He really felt like
he played almost flawless. He played better than well. He played flawless, almost flawless.
All right, so shout out to the Seahawks for an excellent game. Another game stand out. The Panthers versus Jags. Panthers won 49-14.
They stepped up.
Yeah, another good game. Redskins versus the Patriots, 14-10. Going through, looked like the Cardinals and Bengals had a great game, 24-20. The Bengals pulled that out.
Tight game too.
Yep. Shout out to the Texans.
That was the biggest upset of the week.
Yeah, definitely a heavy hitter. Texans versus the Falcons.
Let's just say the 49ers, unless it was the 49ers beating the Browns, the first upset. The second upset of the week was that one, because I was not expecting them to go on top of them, and they had the Houston Texans had a really good game.
Wait a minute, talking about the 49ers and the Browns, that was an upset?
Yeah.
That ain't an upset.
What are you talking about?
That's not an upset.
Because the 49ers were ranked higher than the Browns. It couldn't have been an upset.
It can be an upset.
Yeah, he always tries to do
got two losses. I'm bringing.
Matter of fact, because of that, we're going to go to the next week, Jedi. We're not going
to. That's no upset. Whatever.
In week 6, yeah, we're going to have that. All right, what big ones for week 6? We had I don't remember the games of the week.
Oh, definitely the Browns versus Seahawks.
Yeah, let's talk about that one. How do you feel about that game? I was kidding.
And hey, all the people that's watching, seriously, put a comment in the comment section. I'll make sure I put it on the screen. Y'all got something to say? Even if you want to join the show, just let me know. I just need your email address. You can be on the show. Going back to that game.
I mean, before the member of the game talks, let me talk about what I thought. Seeing how Dill has not been
Seahawks 17, Cleveland 42. Because you haven't mentioned the score yet, people don't even know what we're talking about.
That's because it didn't need to be mentioned.
He
didn't even mention
the way Dill had
undefeated.
Been playing. Let me explain it from a spectator point of view. The way Dill had been playing so far in this Madden did not lead you to believe that he was going to be as dominant as he had been in 19 and earlier Maddens. It's my opinion, right?
Right.
Eventually, maybe they're a couple seasons in, and there was a lot of momentum that Matt was having. Matt was having and expressing, and the way he was playing, and he felt very confident. So when I saw, I actually didn't see the game because I think I was out for dinner, and
on Twitch.
And when I saw what was happening, I think I left. I think I called Jedi at the table at dinner because it was like, because it was a humbling. I had to be a humbling experience for Matt a little bit because he was really feeling himself, and like I said, Dill was not playing the best version of.
He gave up 420 rushing yards week 1 and showed no semblance of stopping the run. He gave up, against me, he gave up how many rushing yards? He gave up
197 or something like that.
237 yards rushing against me. I mean, I rushed that much. So he was struggling against the run, and Matt, can run. I was, he's a balanced attack, but he definitely edges on the run side.
Let's not take anything away from Matt because he still got 144 yards, 1 rush, quarterback got
239 yards rushing,
and 39. So he still had a lot of yards rushing, but they were impactful yards because there was no TDs behind them.
Okay, I just Jesus.
So it looked like from a statistical standpoint, I'll give you a second to talk about all the details. From a statistical standpoint, it looked like you let him have what he wanted to have between the 20s and then shut him down. That's what it looks like.
I just know in the league that we're in right now, I'm in last place in the run defense. I've given up 1,264 yards rushing.
When you give up 400 yards one game, that usually does.
That usually that'll put you there. So I between the two of us, the two NFC West teams he played, that's 500 yards rushing. I was expecting Matt to have a good day, and usually when Matt has a good day rushing, because he was undefeated at that point, I expected Matt to do well, unless he found a way to stop the run, which he really struggled with. He just was able to convert those turnovers.
So now we've been making you wait for a while now, Dill. All right, Dill, tell us how you feel.
Tell us how you beat them. Tell us how you beat them.
Wait. But if you watch the interview, so for one, shout out to Matt, because that interview was great, and of course it's hard to do an interview. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. It's on YouTube or easy, on the
add the link.
Page. Right. Definitely going to the game, and you already know how I feel about this year's Madden. Wasn't scared, nervous, nothing like that. It's just one of those, let's get the game over with. Going into the first quarter, I just seen like, all right, this is going to be easy with Matt. Because Matt, he definitely, for me, and I already told him, I don't feel like he opened up his playbook. It's easy to read his offense. And, that was it. I'm surprised that some people are losing to him, but hey, it is what it is. So
well, five people lost to him.
Right.
What did you see that they didn't see? Like, how was it easy to read? What was it?
Because he runs the same formation, and out of that same formation, he's either going to run or going to pass. And wherever and you can watch the game. It's still on. I think it's still on Twitch.
Is there a third option?
It was no third option.
No, I'm saying every formation, you're either going to run or you're going to pass.
Yeah, that's it.
But that's always true.
But it's the same formation. So if I'm coming back to the my all right, first down, I'm running one play, and then I come with that same formation. All right, is it gonna be a pass or run? The same formation. So after the end of the first quarter, I'm like, I already know what plays he's gonna run out of these certain formations.
So his playbook is small.
So it's not that he's gonna play
extremely small.
Okay, I see what you're saying. That's different because every time you get to the line, it's either gonna be a run or pass, right?
Right.
See, he's so far. No, he's so far, Tiger. He's so far ahead of us when it comes to defensive strategy. He's already thinking about the plays that you've called before, and that's really what he was saying. That there wasn't enough variety of plays for him to not know what was coming. I think that's what it was.
Okay, this is all Matt. What's up, Matt?
You knew Matt was going to find the channel. You knew Matt was going to find the channel.
Oh, look, he said send the link. All right, I'll invite
you. You knew Matt was going to find the channel when he heard people talking about it. He going to say something. Let me tell you what happened. What happened? Look, he played well. It's all good. He played well.
All right, yeah. Let me find this.
That was a good win, man. It wasn't just that it was a good win. It was actually, like a convincing win. So it was good.
And on top of that, it was entertaining too. That's one thing. It's always fun to play Matt.
The Ravens had a good win that same week against the Bengals, 38-10.
Convincing
had a tight game. That was the Rams. That to me, that was more indicative of the Rams' better quality of game. When I watched that game, I felt that the game was a lot tighter. It was only a one-score game, but I thought it was a lot tighter throughout the whole game to the end. Thoughts, Jedi?
Are you talking about the Rams game?
Yeah.
Honestly, most of the division games are going to be tight. I've always felt that. And we won a turnover. It wasn't even a turnover battle. I guess he must have punted more than me. It's got to be what it is. Pull it up real quick.
Hey, Matt, just sent you the link.
Both punted 3 times as well. So honestly, I couldn't tell you why I won. I guess I just scored more than he did. That's simple.
All right. So week 7. Now, do you have the player?
Wait. There's no other games though. Besides that,
no other apparent.
Cowboys Jets. You already talked about that.
Jets a computer, right?
No.
Oh, well, that was a 1-point game.
That was a good game. 21-20.
Really close.
Yeah.
Atlanta losing to the Cardinals was a good game. I'm sure that was a game of the week. Cardinals Falcons.
Okay. All right, we go to week 7.
And that would have been the Cardinals. That would have been Falcons' second loss.
Yeah. So week 7 is
Green Bay losing to Detroit too. That's an upset of the week.
Yep.
23-30. Oh no, damn. Green Bay beat Detroit. I don't know how to read it. Detroit beat Green Bay. Detroit lost to Green Bay 30-23. I can't read.
Week 7, I think the Rams beating the Falcons was a good win.
Yep.
That's week 7 is the Niners, the Redskins. I don't want to say debacle, but
we won convincingly. We could say that.
That was a game. That was game of the week, was it?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sure it was game of the week.
We're
both undefeated today, so I'm sure it was game of the week.
Yeah.
That's his first.
Now looking at the
loss.
Cardinals versus the Giants. Cardinals pulled that game out 25-21.
No, I lost.
It's a tight game.
I said the Cardinals pulled that out.
That was one of the 3 losses that I was in position to win and failed.
Okay.
Ravens Seahawks, another game of the week. I'm sure that was a game of the week as well.
And Chargers versus Titans. Chargers pulled that game out 42-24.
Those are the 3 games of the week: Niners, Redskins, Chargers, Titans.
Yeah, Chargers put it on.
Ravens Seahawks.
If I remember, the Chargers Titan game wasn't even that close.
Yeah,
I watched that one. I mean,
it looked like it was closest at halftime, 14-7, 14-10. And then the offense just woke up. He doubled them up every single quarter. It wasn't even close.
Yeah. And it also like another good game was the Eagles versus the Cowboys. Eagles pulled that out 36-31.
Yeah.
Good game.
That was a good
Eagles.
game.
Eagles needed that to take control over that division.
The Ravens Seahawks game was a good game if I remember.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it was the Ravens are a new owner in this league, and they really want. At least this is what they told me. They really want to play the best users because they consider themselves the best user, and they went down. I think this is their 3rd loss. They lost to the Browns, they lost to the Seahawks, and they lost to the Cardinals.
And those are 3 quality losses,
Yeah, 3 quality losses. 3 champions, essentially. So those are respectable losses, but they're losses nonetheless. So that's not going to help them get to the playoffs. I'll tell you that.
No.
So.
And we're currently in week 8, but there was a big game this week. I guess the King of the North didn't like us talking about, Rob Stark and Jamie Lannister too much because he came out and I guess that was a couple hours ago, put a lick on the previously undefeated Chargers, 42-14.
I was watching that game. I got there when it was 7-0, and I think that the first score was a pick 6. This game, look, I didn't want to send him a party invite initially, but I wanted to find out if there was him on the sticks or did somebody jump on the sticks and start to play his game because this game was never close. It was just he took his foot off the gas at halftime. There were some runs on 3rd down he chose where it was like, look, there's no way you're coming back that fast. That's what it was.
Chargers gave up 250 yards on the ground.
Yeah.
And then another 100 and something in the air.
Hey, Matt, can you hear us?
He's muted.
Yeah, Matt, you're mute.
I know.
You might want to get a sound check, Matt. Yeah, this game it was
he's still auto tuning.
Right.
Yeah, it was a dominating game. Great game by the Bears. We obviously know how good the Bears defense is. He asked me, how what do you think of the Bears? I was like, well, their defense is legit.
Yeah, dude, that Mac. Oh my God!
He did that with only 1 sack too.
Oh.
Well, it's more than sacks though.
I know. I'm just saying. Like usually sacks indicate pressure, but he did that with only 1 sack. Now the pressure was probably there the whole game. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but it looks pretty definitive.
Yeah, 3 picks. Yeah, that's definitive because you hit him when you're throwing the ball and get a pick, or you force him to throw the ball early and he's user picking it. This was a gem pitched by the King of the North. Because
must be if you call him King of the North again.
Yeah, he needed that. He needed that win, considering the fact he's behind in the standings. He lost to the Packers head to head on that almost overtime. On a kick, lost to the Redskins. The Bears lost to the Redskins. So he's knocked out 4 straight wins, and this was a undefeated team. He just knocked. Undefeated team, he just blew out. He didn't more than knock them off. He blew undefeated team away.
Oh, Browns got the Patriots. Browns, you beat the Patriots this week.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's a quality win from a quality team.
Yep.
To win
And
the
definitely, just
championship.
looking at the Bears got the second best defense. I mean, they only gave up 80 points this year so far. 49ers are number one. They got 75 points.
Really?
Then, yep, that's all you gave up. And then the Packers, they gave up 121 points. Top three.
Well, I think if the Redskins would have had a little more success against me, I probably wouldn't be that ranked, that high ranked. So that's not going to stink.
I'm like 6th ranked, and I have 5 losses. Explain that.
Yeah.
Just don't know how to finish a game.
I blame the owner.
you have people who are wide open that you just stood there and didn't throw the ball.
Yeah,
that's why you're where you're at. This is a game
really
should have won.
And this isn't even, this is not even. I think it's fair to say there was at least 3 games where the game was there and I just didn't take it. Fair?
Yeah.
No.
That last game. If you it's recorded, it should still be up there. That last game, you had a third down where you're just standing there. There's a guy coming from the right to the left.
Pull the trigger.
I was in the party with you.
Open. Don't throw it now. Throw it now, pick.
And I'm not going to say throw the ball, but I'm looking at. I think it was me, Matt, Harris. We were all sitting there like, why is this motherfucker not throwing the ball? And then he throws it when he's like 4 yards away from the sideline, and it gets picked. I'm just like, oh my god, he just had the brain fart of all brain farts. I refuse to believe that you didn't see the guy open, but you just froze. The game was too big for Daniel Jones that game.
Yeah. Hey, but I want to. So we always talk about which it's deserving, our top 10, whatever. But we this year for the first time, since we've been doing this podcast, we got a couple of new owners that's in the top 5 and the top 10 that definitely want to show some light. And definitely in the near future, like to get them on the show.
Packers.
Packers.
Chargers.
Yeah, Chargers. The Panthers. Joe, you get you back on the show.
Joe's having an excellent season.
Yep,
excellent season. His last win, he had a perfect rating with Cam Newton. One of those ones we were looking at.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, he's having a good season.
Nice, and definitely, we talked about this guy before. Of course, the Ravens, even though they're not in the top 10, I think they need to get adjusted to the league. You could say you're a good player. You can say you're a good player when you play head to head. That's not really, there's no rules behind that.
He's great. Play. He's more than just good. He's great. But there's a lot going on with the league. And
but the league is different. It's totally different. It's the week to week stuff you gotta get used to.
Injuries.
Yes.
We play on simulation because simulation is more of a league type status versus competition.
Yeah.
It's not easy. You can't switch teams. You got one team,
But I want to ask you a question. I don't know who the Chargers, who they are. So
Chargers.
I mean, just out of the blue, I'm like, dang, they're 7-0. Who is this guy? So who is the Chargers?
He can play.
I mean, I don't know who he is though. Like, who?
This is not just Isaiah Thompson. I was shocked. I didn't think he was going to take an L until he played maybe Jedi, maybe you. Okay. I'm just saying that's where I put him in. I don't know what happened in that game, but that's where I put him with what I experienced. Quality, Matt, you, Jedi. I put him at the upper echelon.
I'm not as confident in him as you are when it comes to him not losing, but I expected him to win this game and it just being a close game. He got his ass beat. And then that one, that was
allow for that. If you get behind and you start making bad decisions, it allows for that. But
it was like 28-0 before you. It reminded me of the Redskins game. It was like 28-0 before you blinked, and the half ain't even ended. And I'm just like, dude, he was giving the ball up. Everybody's like, this is one of them games where you just take the tape and just throw it
out. Yeah,
there's no real explanation for that. He's been playing great ball all season long.
And he's been labbing a lot. I mean, the only thing I can think of is maybe his labbing with Matt actually hurt him because, if
you look at his schedule, And I think this is probably indicative of his performance against a guy who was in the Super Bowl 2 years in a row, the last 2 Super Bowls in Madden 19. This is probably why he lost. He played the Colts as a computer. He played the Lions tight, who really shouldn't have been that tight. Hey, they're 0-6, 0-7. He played the Texans. He blew the Texans out, which was his first impressive win. But the Texans, to me, they're a playoff team. But I expected him to win this game. He did. Dolphins CPU, Broncos CPU, Steelers, kind of like the Lions. I expected him to win that. He dominated in dominating fashion. So pretty much his only challenge is this in 8 games. In 7 games was the Titans. The 2 challenges: the Titans and the Texans.
Yeah.
So coming into this, the Bears are not the Titans and the Texans.
Right,
point blank. Period.
This way, do you think the Chiefs going to catch up for the division?
Yeah.
He plays the Packers, which they're unknown because they're a newer league. They've been in the league before, but as far as anything's going, they're newer. He plays Packers next week. He has to bounce back and beat the Packers. Plays the Raiders. I'm expecting him to win that, but it's a divisional game. Crazy stuff could happen. And then he plays the Chiefs week 11 at Arrowhead. That's going to be a watermark game for him because if he loses that game or plays week against the Packers and loses that game, he could be in jeopardy.
He's only up by I think
one game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I had the Chiefs winning that division.
Of course you do.
That's not
he plays the Chiefs twice. Who else do you see? He plays the Packers, Raiders, Chiefs, Broncos, Jaguars, Vikings, Raiders, Chiefs. Other than the Chiefs, who do you have him losing to? You have him getting swept by the Chiefs?
But I haven't seen him play, so I haven't seen his game.
Well, don't look at that last game. That's
what I'm saying. Like, I've seen that game, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, based off of that, I'm like, oh yeah,
he's like, I'll say this: he's a guy that regularly beats Matt significantly.
Okay. All right. Now, what about the Packers? Who are the Packers?
Sean Smith. He was the owner in our league probably 2 Maddens ago, maybe 3 Maddens ago.
Was he a Saints before a long time ago or no?
No.
Jets. I can't remember where.
Honestly, I can't remember what team it was. If he's watching the show, speak up. But he's been in the league and he's a long-time user. Just he had to take a step away. So I don't know. That's going to be a watermark game for both of them, actually, to see who they really are. We might have to make that game of the week to see who these 2 guys are because they're both high in the top 10.
Yeah,
in top 5, I think. So I would be interested in see that game.
Yep. And I also want to shout out the Panthers, Joe Williams. He's in top 5. He's doing his thing.
Had the rest of the league
he started off hot last season in Madden 19. Remember?
Yes, he did.
He was like 2 or 3. He was up there.
Look unstoppable. Then ran into a wall.
Like Jedi said, the pressure was too much for Daniel Jones. It was too much for Joe Williams. We'll see if he got over that this time.
Oh man. So yeah, definitely. Actually, that covers who's hot and who's not.
Mm-hmm.
He's not.
No. Who's not hot right now? That's usually hot. I'll give it to the Falcons.
Usually hot. No, that's not me.
The Falcons.
Falcons have 3 losses.
Yeah,
3
Falcons are not in the top
losses.
10. They're always in the top 5, or at least the top 10.
Falcons have losses to the 3 straight losses: Texans, Cardinals, and did you guys watch this game against the Rams? Who? It's like he was doing the Falcons. It's like he was doing everything he could possibly do to lose to the Rams.
Maybe he should have. Maybe he's trying to find a replacement for Matty Ice.
For Coleman not being there?
For Matty Ice.
Because, dude, he should have beat the Rams.
Think about it. Are the Falcons in our league that much different than the Falcons outside our league, the real Falcons? Because they look like the same.
Generally, the Falcons are a playoff team, and they usually are the leader in that division. Right now, they are in danger. Right, they are in danger right now, not even being sniffing the playoffs if they continue. They play the Seahawks next. They play the Saints, who have been playing well this season. The Saints have been playing really well this season. That's Brandon Moore, I think.
Yeah.
Chicken legs.
Well, the real life Falcons are 1-4, so like I said, not that much different.
Yeah, got a point. They got Saints, then they play the Panthers. Saints. Oh, you know how many divisions games they have before they play me? They have the Seahawks, a bye week. Saints, Panthers, Bucks, Saints, Panthers, 49ers. They are in trouble. They got to ball out to make this playoffs and hope the Panthers, let's see what their schedule look like. Hope the Panthers lose to me, the Titans, and the Packers because they need some help. I'm predicting this.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, so a couple other teams though. So the Bengals, they're 4-3. That's a surprise. Titans start off real hot. Definitely with a huge win in week 1 against the Browns.
Surprising at 4-3.
Usually he's in the top 10.
Yeah, but I think that was
when he was a Jags last year.
Tough games came in early though. Yeah, I think he
played this.
I think he had NFC West 3 times in the first 7 games.
2 of his 3 losses are to the Seahawks, 49ers, and the other one's the Ravens.
3 right now,
losses.
I mean, so that's like, to me, that should be the talk. Those 2 divisions go battling each other this year. Right now, I think I have. Who did I play?
You're 1-1.
You played the 49ers and you played the Seahawks. You still have the Rams and the Cardinals to play.
Has anybody else in my division beat y'all yet? Beat your division? I don't think so.
No.
Anybody else in your division beat
Ravens? Yeah, everybody in our division. Everybody in the division has won.
Wait, Ravens didn't take a win?
Over who?
Over who? Not the NFC West.
No. Nope.
Well, I mean, it matches what
the Cardinals. The Cardinals beat the Ravens like week 3. The Cardinals. Cardinals.
Well, we said the NFC West was NFC best, but you guys tried to argue that.
Yeah, well, it's not over with. There's still a whole bunch of games to play. Yeah, they're 3-1 in the last 4 games. The Saints are playing tough football, and the Falcons are in danger of being an out.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we were saying when we were looking at I always predict the playoffs. There's only 2 wild card spots, and if Matt wins the division, because he's the champ, or let's just if I win the division,
we had Matt number 3. Remember, if you go back to the podcast,
no, you didn't.
We had him ranked number 3. We had Reggie. So I'm sorry, the Cardinals. I thought it was 49ers.
Matt.
We had you number 3.
Okay. I'm not saying I had me there.
Wait. Tiger got the notes. I thought we had you number 2. We had Matt number 3, and then we had the Rams number 4 in that division.
Well, it's still early. I have not played the Cardinals or Matt yet.
So. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, because you had put I got voted out. You guys had put the Raven or the previous Ravens, so I guess the Cardinals above the Seahawks. And you put Flash at the end.
So who's number 2?
Yeah. That would have been the Raven or the Go Easy on Me, Reggie.
So you had the Seahawks number 1 and the we
had them number 1.
No, Seahawks 3.
Right, Seahawks number 3.
It was you, Reggie, Seahawks. That's why he was so angry.
That's what you had. That's what you had.
No, I wrote down what we agreed upon.
No, that's what we agreed upon. Yeah, I know we had him number 3. We had you like 1 or 2. We had, Reggie 1 or 2. So yeah, that makes sense.
2, you were 1, and yeah, that's why Matt was like, "Oh, disrespect."
Yeah.
I was saying it was this was when y'all ranked it. I was saying it was this.
Jedi wants to be the underdog. Anyone who watching this don't understand that Jedi always wants to be the underdog. He's mad at
he said my game. It was an upset.
He wants to be
in the last Madden.
You undefeated.
How many Super Bowls do you have in the last Madden?
Before that, he wants to be the underdog, so no one looks at it. That's what he thinks.
How am I not an underdog? How am I not an underdog? If you got championships.
Oh, come on.
You're undefeated. It's like in real life.
This is the fact. He wants to be underdog until week 21, and then be number one. That's what he wants. Everything else he just wants to be. No, it would be.
Browns.
Don't care. You can't see me.
All right. All right.
All right,
All
see.
right.
All right, see.
All right.
Yeah, whatever.
That's why he's so mad that he's the only undefeated team, because he'd been arguing why he should be number 2, not number 1. Guaranteed.
Right. I'm surprised he didn't put himself number 3.
Madden has me ranked number 2. If you look at Madden, I'm ranked number 2. They have the Chiefs, the Chargers ranked above.
As you know, Madden.
Right, whatever. Nobody looking at that.
No one listening to him.
Yeah, whatever. All right. Before we get off, there was another thing. It was a big update a couple of days ago.
Gigantic update.
Yes. So if you have not seen all the updates and what they put into this game, definitely look at and I'm gonna promote him. What's that guy? We were just talking about him. Shoot, I forgot his name.
I wasn't talking about him.
But it was a guy. It was a video where I watched all the updates. He explained all the updates.
Eric Rayweather.
Yes.
He's good, by the way. He's a good analyzer of game.
I don't think there's anybody here. Or let me try this again. I don't think there's anybody in the top 10 who doesn't know who he is.
Right.
He gives good news for what's going on in Madden. I don't really take his tips too much as to what to do, because there's other people better for that. But I like how even-handed he is with everything. He's never too much on this way, never too much on that way. It's pretty balanced with his perspective on the game.
That's why I like him.
Yeah. So definitely, if he's a YouTuber, look him up. Definitely a good person to follow, to get tips. Not even tips, just what's going on with Madden. The good and the bad, whatever. And there's another guy that I actually follow, but he actually breaks down what's wrong with Madden, and some of the issues that's going on year to year. But definitely, if you're trying to improve your game, stuff like that, of course you could hit one of us up. You see our gamer tag is on the screen. We'll definitely lab with you. But definitely want to look at some of these tournaments and see what the pros are doing. Now, some of the issues that hopefully in some of these updates they're fixing, some of these tournaments, they're not even passing the ball. They're just running the ball 100% of the time because it's easy to run this year. If you watch some of these pro games. But definitely look at some of the
Falcons Seahawks just started.
Yeah, Falcons Seahawks just started.
Ooh, good stuff.
And who do you have in this game?
Right now, I gotta go with the high hand of the Seahawks. So that's why he didn't get on. Let me see. I still can't watch it on my Xbox.
But maybe all that motivation, Osman will be like, "I'm gonna go get him."
Hopefully, Osman
maybe
he needs this game.
They'll set the recipe for people to go get that. Let's see.
Well, he's running a 3-4 against Matt, and I'm not expecting success for the Falcons.
Well, we're gonna have a live stream commentation. And there it is. Russell Wilson. And pistol formation. Trips to the left.
Yeah, I forgot it's delayed on the phone. I've been giving it up.
So definitely, y'all, if you're trying to improve your game, check out one of these guys on YouTube. Now, I'm not, for the whole, what they call them, the money plays and all that stuff. Playing with the AI and all that stuff. I'm not for that. But they have,
that doesn't always work.
It doesn't always work. It doesn't. And they actually patch a lot of that stuff. Right. But definitely, if you're trying to look at, like my biggest issue was a run game. Of course, we're ranked 32 in the league in the run defense. I got something for it now just because I actually start looking at, different defenses I could use to stop the run. So definitely.
You're not blaming the game no more?
You said what?
You're not going to blame the game no more?
I'm not going to break the game?
You're not going to blame the game no more?
I'm still blaming the game.
Well, I'll say this in contrast to what they're saying. The run game has definitely improved from last year. So it's expected that people are going to run more.
Wait. Did it improve or is it
the run game?
The
run game has improved. Because I'll say this.
If you were 16 or higher and had your complaints, I would agree. But if you're 32nd, then that means 31 other people figured out something more than you did.
No, but if you think about you think about it. Me myself, even being in the top 10,
you get to the top half. That's why I say you get to the top.
I can say there's no reason why I'm last in the league.
You ain't run defense. You ain't doing run defense. You won 2 games.
I've never had an issue with the run defense, and all of a sudden now it's easy.
You never got exposed before. That's all. You got exposed.
It's not about being exposed. Why am I talking to you?
I would say because that was a losing proposition. The Falcons forced a punt. If he'd have just fouled that gap, he would have had a touchdown. Oh my God! But I believe this.
Why do the Saints need the
I can
Seahawks
stop.
What?
Say it again.
What Brandon just said.
Because Saints are trying to catch the Falcons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Duh.
I believe the run game can be stopped. You just have to dedicate to stopping the run. And a lot of last Madden you didn't have to. That's a gigantic difference. Oh, he still threw that?
No, see, Joe.
That's why.
Joe Williams like the difference between this Panthers, this Madden, and last Madden was that he was in a lab this Madden.
Yep. Good.
Okay.
So that means he practiced, is what he's saying.
Yeah. You got to
practice helps.
And you just can't just jump on this game and just think you could do what you did last year this year.
There's
a lot of different stuff.
Again? We still talking about your run defense?
Until you get 10 wins, you can't talk to me, Tiger.
Hey, based on your run defense, you might not get 10 wins this season.
Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening.
Are you sure? Or where you rank now? 8th? Whatever.
Oh, another thing. Speaking of rankings,
man, shut up, Billup.
You're like that old school, high school. Man, shut up! What you say? Shut up! You already lost.
I also would like to clarify this too. Kind of things we kind of expect. If you guys enjoy the show, broadcast, because it's hard for us to talk about people who are not broadcasting.
Yes.
That you add content to the show by broadcasting your games. Trust and believe, for the people who aren't doing it, you're not hiding anything. I can look through the stats and I tell exactly what you're doing. And I think that for next show, I'm going to do that for one of the users who don't broadcast. I know who you're throwing to, who you're not throwing to, who you throw to on third downs, what you can stop, what you can't stop. You really are not doing any. You're doing yourself a disservice, because if you broadcast, you can re-watch your own games if you save them and see, oh, I missed that guy on that play. That's why at the end of all the games, most of the good users, you see them go to the plays and look at who was open when he threw a pick, because people make mistakes all the time. We really expect the top 10. If we rank the top 10, hopefully Dill or Tiger or me post it. But we expect the people who are in the top 10 to broadcast. If you're not in the top 10, if you're game of the week, we expect you to broadcast. Good pass. Great pass.
Wow, that's 2 back-to-back.
So if you're in the top, if you're in the game of the week or in the top 10, we expect you to broadcast. Now, if you're not in there, I'm not really going to give you a hard time, because you're just trying to learn to get your game started and get your game played. I'm not going to put pressure on people like that. But you're helping yourself by broadcasting, because you'll have people say, "Hey, let me lab with you. I can see what you're doing wrong." But if we don't, you're not. If you're not heard or seen, what are we going to do to help you? You're not labbing with us. It's hard for us to help you get better if we don't see what you're doing. You got to stop. So on the what we expect, that helps. You help yourself, you help us to make the show better.
It makes it something fun. It makes it fun. I mean, everybody exposed themselves. Like, you got Matt last year. Remember, he spent all that time just dissecting my playbook, so he knew every formation. It is what it is. It happens in real life.
And it makes Dill better, because Dill can't use the same bullshit. He's got to change his stuff to win, because he knows people are watching the game.
Matt's hiding his stuff now, though, isn't
he? You know what? So, of course, last week, he is. But call him out. So last week, I know he's
because of you, Dill. Before you say it, Dill, because of you, Dill, I started broadcasting more consistently and recording my games, because it was surprisingly watching your games. I got better, and I said, you know what? Watching my games, I will get better, and that's what's been happening.
I broadcast my games just to give people a laugh. Comment.
It hurts to watch your game, dude.
You're doing the right thing.
Ibuprofen before I watch your game. Like, oh, this mother.
Yeah, it be pissing me off. I be cursing watching your game sometimes, for real.
It's not. How you think? It hurt you. How you think it feels on my end?
Why would he throw that?
So why is it on the phone with delays? Is that?
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah, so people can't cheat.
Yeah, that's a great thing.
So no. So if you watch Matt's interview, for those that don't know, I played Matt last Sunday and beat him 42-17, something like that. And in his interview, he even said it. He was like, I went into the game thinking he was gonna pass the ball 30 times.
You scouted him.
He scouted me. So of course, going in myself, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna run it because
that's fresh. That's fresh off the loss to me too. Before you played him, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you went to the lab, made some changes, but Matt wasn't aware of the changes you made.
No.
So just because you scout doesn't mean you're going to get what you get, but right. it helps. It really helps to make those changes. But go ahead. You were saying.
No, that was it. I mean, he said in his interview, his post-game interview, talking about how he just thought I was going to pass it 30 times, and then you look at it, I only passed the ball 9 times in that game.
Yeah,
you know that's not me. We're a passing team. You know, so of course I had to hear from Beckham. You know, he's like, man, why you passing the ball? Hey man, shut up. We got the dub. So anyway.
Speaking of that, I have 2 breakthrough players. I was just complaining. I have a breakthrough player. This is my first 2 breakthrough players all season long. Everybody's been telling me when you have a breakthrough player, you got to do this or that. And I was just like, when am I going to get mine? I got 2 now. I'm happy.
Now let's see if you can get their ability.
Oh, trust me.
Everybody in the top 10 is either 0 lost Jedi, 1 lost 4 people, and 2 lost the rest.
Yep.
Records of the top 10.
If you weren't being whipped and having to eat dinner, you'd have heard that the first 10 times.
Billups, number 1 is undefeated. Everybody down to 5 is got 1 loss, and 6 to 10 has 2 losses.
Same thing I said. 1, 4, 6.
Is that pass interference? Yep. No.
Yeah.
Pass interference. So hey,
fellas.
No, that's it. Definitely a great show. Definitely, gentlemen, the guys that's watching. I know I always get Brandon. He shows up. Joe watch. Matt. Who else gets on here? I know Dan. He watch.
Follow and like the channel.
Joe Williams.
Please subscribe and then definitely like and follow the channel, whatever. And
advertise.
Definitely, yeah. I don't care if you're last place in this league. Broadcast your game. You'll see about 4, 5, 6 of us that will watch your game. You know, from beginning to end.
It's a family, brother.
Yes.
It's a family, brother. We're all in the same family.
Yep. I even told the Panthers not the Panthers, the Patriots owner, after I played them, I was like, hey, if you want to get in the lab, let's lab. We can sit there. I'll even show you some of the tips.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, some of the secrets that I found out about the game. Which I'm not
offer the same thing. Offer the same thing to the Steelers, and I lab a lot with the Giants and the Texans. Anybody that's looking to lab to get better, lab with the people that are winning. They want the people who win want the rest of the league to be good, because I don't want anyone else to get cheap wins. I want to have to work for these wins.
Yep.
I want everyone else to have to work for the wins too. That's
hubris. They're afraid to lab with you because he ain't gonna take those trophies from him.
No, I'm more. He wants to lab with me all the time.
I always
lab with me all the time.
He don't lab with me. so when
you're in the schedule, I have a rule. And the Tiger knows the rule. The Redskins knows the rule. Everybody knows my rule. If you're on my schedule, I will not lab with you.
Yeah, I agree.
That's just not happening.
I agree. But like today, I lab with the Chiefs, and I lab with Dorian, who's not in the league right now. But he's a great, not.
Hopefully he's coming back. Ooh,
shoot! I thought that would be a touchdown. As of right now,
if that was Matt Breida, he would have scored.
Yep.
Second fastest running back in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
I tell you,
hey Billups, that's $100 per secret.
No, this is the secret. Don't laugh.
You know what? I have a request. I would like everybody who's in the league to advertise about our league on Facebook. Just post the one of our videos. Say, hey, here's the league I'm part of. They talk about the league and what we got going on, who's winning, who's losing, and I'm really proud of it. It's good. It's a good piece of product.
Yep.
And see if we can get more eyes and views on our videos.
Yep, definitely.
That's a request from me to you guys.
So, do we have anything else?
Nope. About to end the show right here, gentlemen. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you all for being patient. I know we didn't start at 7, but definitely in 2 weeks we're gonna do another show. If you'd like to be on the show, hit me up. I just need your email address. You can be on the show, talk with us. Y'all have a good day. Good luck in the league. God bless.
Peace.
All right, guys.